Hello and welcome guys to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. We're going to get some practice whilst we wait for the race. I'm going to do some GT4 today. We do have the what's it called now? The Falcon series, I think, with the multi-class. But I don't have a setup yet, so I don't know if I'll actually do that one. Whoa. So that's why that's why the lap times were slower, because the track is so cold. How did he hit me? I was actually off the track when he hit me. Did he just go off track to avoid me? Because I deliberately didn't hit the brakes because I knew I was spinning off the track. That's just my luck. I think he just tried to go around me and then ended up just driving straight into the side mate. Oh well. But yes, the track temps are very cold. Just gonna have to watch that. So I was driving. I've driven one race today, and the track was quite hot. You could push from the very first lap, so it'll be interesting to see what the grip levels are like here. Yeah, it's very cold. Unfortunately, I couldn't see any hot laps for this track, which is a bit annoying. I did see one for the BMW, but I saw nothing for Merc, which is a bit unfortunate. And I haven't seen any quick guys in the Merc that I can watch their laps either. Lap times are quite slow on the server compared to the one I was in earlier today, so I do think the temps are playing a big part in that. Oh man, that's an off track, really? Oh man. The understeer. Track limits on the iRacing version of Barcelona is awful. They really are. I think I need a wider turn in for that one. Kind of hugging the inside too much.
Brother, are you there? Ah, sorry, man. Sorry, Steve.
A little bit up on the data. Not much. Lost a little bit of time there. I wasn't sure where everyone was. Really? How's that a slowdown? Come on. I've... Oh, my screen capture's frozen, isn't it? My streaming setup does not like me at all. Right. I just want to check if I can get us set up. Yes. Thank you, Chico. So I will just download these now. So that we have a setup for the Merc. Let me just load this in so we've got it for later. Awesome. So let's jump back in. Actually, no, we've got 2 minutes. There's no point jumping back in. If I can adjust my eye overlay to show car brand. What? The quickest Merc is doing a point, well, basically a 0.7, and the quickest Porsche is like 6 cents faster than that. Yikes. Let me look at the results on iRacing for the series. I wonder if there's been any high strength of fields this week. That's 3K. Is there a Merc? Merc. 49.5. And yet the McLaren was 49.2, so yeah, it looks like the Merc is not the quickest, but we'll see how we get on, and then we'll do the, where's the other series? On the there is. Oh, I have to update something for that. Wonder what I need to update, because I'm driving that track and car, and I drove it the other week, that series, so I wonder what possibly needs updated. Let's see, Brian, new update for the one of the GT. No, it couldn't be anything for the GT4. Must be a small update for the LMP. Wow, centre fields are quite decent this week. Well, we're ranked 10th, so that's good. Should gain some Iracing if we have a good result. I think the last one I did earlier today, I was ranked 8th and I gained Iracing for like a P10. Sorry, I was ranked 7th and I gained Iracing for a P10 finish. I very nearly got taken out of that one, but survived, thankfully. So let's see how we get on with this. Main focus will be the race. As you can see, the Porsches are quite quick, so we just have to, if they are quicker than us, just maximize what we can out of the car. I think the key right now is to be smooth. It seems very momentum based and seems to really kill your lap time if you lose any sort of momentum. Right, let's see what we can do in quali. Similar track attempts to the practice server. Too late on the brakes into turn one. Baked earlier and I still missed the apex by miles. Oh, I hate iRacing track limits here. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, you're supposed to use all that curb IRL. Oh, that's annoying. And just half a tenth would have put me up 2 positions. Ah, this could be a not so great qualifying. Yes, already dropped. Oh, come on. Oh, I had 2 tenths on the delta before it invalidated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would have put me 5 positions further up. Oh, track limits. Oh well, at least we know the pace is there, so we can try to make it up in the race. It just sucks that that lap was invalid, because that would have put us fairly high up the order. I think we could hit a sub 50 though, considering we were 2 tenths up before we even got to that corner, so potential for high 49s is there, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions we should have had. That was an invalidation, so have to make it up in the race. Got 1 minute left. So yes, we have to really push in the wet. In the race to make up these positions. I just saw a James Baldwin video pop up from one of his wet stints, so I automatically just was like, oh, racing in the wet. But we're not. So yes, P12, bit annoying, but that's one of those things. Nice to see the grid close. So we'll just have to see what we can do in the race. But I think if we can get sub 50s consistently, then that'll be good. Really, we want a mid 49. That's the type of pace we should be aiming for. And I know I had about maybe 3-4 tenths in that lap, but we need to find just a little bit more. So yes, I gain I rating just with the P12 because of the strength of field, so let's just see what we can do. It is Porsche domination right now. Like, the amount of Porsches is insane. Look at this. So we'll see what we can do. Try and make this up in the race. Last one I did, the start was awful. I timed it to perfection, was looking at the leader, went when the leader went, everyone went except the guy in front of me, and I couldn't overtake him before green flag. And I lost, and I ended up going 3-4 wide into the first corner, just because I had such a bad start. But yes, mid 49s is achievable on the mark. We see one over there on our left. Lots of Porsches, but yeah, should be mid 49s. and someone's gonna blow up their engine. I did that once. Just held it, the revs on, and it literally blows up the engine on Iracing. Maybe that was the engine blowing up because it suddenly stopped. Okay. Last one we did as well, there was like 10 cars that crashed out on the right hander before this straight that we're on right now. The right hander at the start of it, like 10 car pile up. So you do have to watch. They're very
The Porsche is going quickly.
very easy to spin these cars, and on the first few laps everyone's so much together that the pile ups are just inevitable as soon as someone makes a mistake. Hopefully the guy in front of me times to start right, because the last race he didn't. Not him, but like the guy that was starting in front of me didn't. Again, left side of the grid got a great start. Look at the gap. That was an awful start. Three wide in front, gonna be a crash. Yep, crash on the left. That was my bad.
Sorry, chatting.
I don't know why he just did not accelerate on the exit.
Thanks, man, really.
Just like did not accelerate at all. Going side by side into the final corner is stupid because you lose all your momentum. You want to stay in the slipstream. You want to be just behind the car in front going into the final corner so you can slipstream on the main straight. Very slippery on the first 3 laps in this one. Just zero grip.
Yeah, fuck you, mate. Like, mate, you're swerving into me down the straight.
Well, what was the purpose of that 4x? Just like went straight. This is not going to be ideal for safety rating.
You think Prem or Ricciardo? You did the slowdown in the middle of the corner. Amazing.
Big train of cars up in front. Hopefully this guy behind is smart and doesn't go for move and waits
That's how you easily lose 4 positions instead of 1.
to catch the cars up in front. No, he's not going to be smart. Come on, man, there's an 8-car battle up in front. Why are we fighting for P12? This is stupid. Let's focus on catching the cars in front instead of fighting for this P12. It's stupid. Okay, yep. Oh, and we're just going to go for deliberate takeouts. Just... 15x, 46 rating loss. Just use me as a brake. Nice. Man, I have 0 straight line speed now. With that damage. Ah, that sucks. Nice overtake there, pretty cool, thank you. See if we can make any more positions up in the final 5 minutes, but that's kind of wrecked my car, those 2 incidents. And I'm also on 15 incident points, so if another driver hits me, I will get disqualified instantly. Which is not ideal. I don't think we're going to catch that mark. I think the only thing we can do is defend with this much damage right now. Man, look at the straight line speed difference. Oh, wow. Wow, well done, well done. Top job. Well done, Mr. Porsche, well done. Just turn into the corner like I don't exist. Well, yeah. That's gonna be a lot of Iracing. Like, a lot. That sucks. Nice. That kinda sucks. That is gonna be a lot of I-rating loss, and yes. So let's watch lap 1. I killed this guy who I just did not expect him to be so slow into this corner, honestly. He braked super early, that was on me, and then, yeah, that was just on me. Like, no excuse. That was on me. I just not expecting him to be so early on the brakes and just took him out. So that was on me.
Good race.
100%. That was on me. Now, this one, this will be the one I moved under braking. What? Oh! And then where did I move under braking? Because I know I moved under braking. I'm confused now. Because I definitely... Was it the lap after? Because I moved under braking and then I think he retaliated for me moving under braking. Ah yes, so he dive bombs me here from like 3 car lengths back. But I didn't really move, I just went to go for the corner. Like, I don't even know what he was trying to do there. Let's see from his POV. Yeah, so I do turn in early, but that was a dive bomb and a half. And I turn in early to the corner, just not expecting him to dive bomb me. So then I think as revenge for me doing that, he then did this. Watch. He just uses me as his brake. Like, he literally just bump drafts me into the braking zone. And then, yeah, that was just a bit rubbish, honestly. That kind of sucks. Well, let's practice for the next one. That is... Oh wow, did that... Is it... Nice. Nice. How is it possible to lose 0.83 safety rating in one race and not be able to gain the same amount of safety rating back if you have a good race? The incidence of everyone was actually quite high. But yeah, that's annoying. Yes, that's not how we wanted to start. Let's update and get in for this one. 7. This is a bit weird with iRacing, right? So to download 7 kilobytes, which is like, you can't even put into words how small of an update that is. 7 kilobytes. I have to close iRacing, update 7 kilobytes, say no shortcuts, and then reopen iRacing. I do not understand yet why they cannot update such a small update whilst iRacing is running. I'd understand if it's like a 1 gigabyte update that you've got to delete and reinstall files, but like 7 kilobytes? Right. Okay. So we've been given some setups. Let's see what we can get out of them. And hopefully I have a bit of a better race than that, because that was honestly shocking. Really, really shocking. Right. Got about 23 minutes to practice with this setup, and then we'll jump into the race. I'm intrigued to see what it's going to be like with the LMPs, because there's so many straights on Barcelona. I would assume that the multi-class isn't going to be that bad, but I thought the same about Watkins, and I think the LMPs killed most of the GT4s, so you can't take it for granted. Awesome personality. I feel like this is someone I should know. Alright. We want to try EQ, end. I wonder what's the difference. Oh, end as in endurance. That'll be sprint, that'll be endurance. Wet and race. Let's just go for the quality. And we need to keep an eye on fuel consumption. So I can calculate fuel for the race. Well, hopefully we don't get absolutely murdered this time and we can gain some good Irating. So I'm enjoying this track, but that was a rubbish way to start the day. Right. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yes. You can actually turn in. Oh, this setup feels so nice. Actually almost getting oversteer on entry because I'm so used to the understeer of the fixed setup here. So this is nice. Whoa. I'm going to have to get a really good result in this one to recover that 85 I rating we just lost. There seems to be way more LMPs than GT4s on track. It's good practice though for what the multi-class racing is going to be like here. Genuinely think it's going to be quite good because of the amount of straights and high-speed corners, so it'll be easy for the LMPs to get past us. So hopefully that makes. I'm streaming right now, Raven. Good night. Hopefully that makes the racing a bit safer when you're racing with the LMPs. track limit. Gonna continue the lap anyway. Just see what the potential pace was. Serve it now. Wait. I have 40 litres of... I was on the wrong setup. It still felt better than the fix, but that was the wrong setup. Like, give me 1 second, guys, then I'll be back. Just gonna hit the bathroom. Okay, let's try the proper setup now. I just thought the setup felt better than the fixed, but I didn't even realize it was the wrong one for the track. So, and it was a race setup, so don't know why it didn't load. I must have pressed on the setup, but not pressed save or something. Ah. Yes, this is a bit different from the other setup. Slightly. A lot more can happen in this race, purely because of the LMP traffic. the amount of times that it's been like 1 or 2 laps left and I've gained a free position just because an LMP took out a GT4. Oh, oh. Okay, this is very oversteery to drive in comparison to the other one. So we'll have to watch that for the rotation on the brakes. It's nice to get the rotation, it's just not what I was expecting. Nope, can't do that. Slow down for going wide? Really? That's a new one. Hopefully the strength of field isn't really low because there's only 61 registered for this one. I think there was more registered for the fixed. Well, the setup's definitely quite a bit harder to drive than the fixed, but the rotation's really nice. Just have to get used to how much it rotates. Whoa! Seems incredibly twitchy in comparison to the fixed. Oh, that's annoying, lost a bit of time there. Okay, so average is 2.6. Let's find out how much the race setup has. That looks really weird. It's like a really weird perspective. Let's figure out how much your open done. So if I go to race element and 30-minute race, fuel per lap 2.6 to 1 minute. Keyboard. 1 minute 50. Saying 45 liters. So you really want like, with all the LMP stuff, you really want like 52 to be safe. Save as. Yes. Load, open. There we go. Okay, so there's 70 registered. Right, we are going to have to see how we get on with this setup. Feels good, feels quick. But we've not had huge amounts of time to adjust to it, so this will be interesting. Hopefully we don't get killed by LMPs either. And let's see what the strength of field is as well. Hopefully we get a good strength of field, because that plays a big part. But we need to really need to gain 89 I rating to put us back to 4K, because that was really annoying to lose that there. We had like 3996 or something, and then we just lost like 85, which is not ideal, so we need to make that back up. And why does that say 17 registered? Maybe it wasn't updating, because there was like 70 or 80 registered, it said. Let's see what the strength of field is like. Oh no. Why? Strength of field is 2.6k. Oh. I really wanted a good strength of field so we could gain some I rating, and that is going to be annoying. There's a lot of entries for GT4 though. There's hardly any LMPs, which is surprising. Like, that's the LMP field. It's a GT4 field, that's massive. I don't know why it's such a low strength of field. Just no high I rating drivers are signing up for the multi-class, but they are for the fixed, so that's a bit annoying. But see if we can try gain back some of the I rating. So we'll jump into qualifying, and then we have a 30-minute race. So we basically need P2. At least the top 4 high I rating drivers are all marked. In the top 7, they're all marked except 2 Porsches, which is good because in the fixed, everyone was in Porsche. Right. I don't know what pace is going to be like in these conditions, so see what we can do. Bit of understeer there. Good night. Wow, I am off pace. I am definitely off pace. Okay, so we're going to need a good result in this one. Gonna have to watch out for the LMPs. Definitely off pace with the open setup. Was only a few tenths off on fixed, so I'm surprised that the open setup is so much quicker than the fixed setup actually. Let's double check that we definitely got 53. Such a low strength of field. I know we expect to be fighting for the podium, and I will try to fight for the podium. Race engineer is always so negative during the race. Like, you'll get completely taken out by, say, an LMP down to last, and you got like a few laps to go, and the race engineer will just say this is suboptimal. Like, yes, it is suboptimal. And where is P1 and P2 are still not gridded. There we go, that's P2. At least we've got the inside for turn 1, but I'm not sure how long the leader's going to wait for the LMPs. We're going to go green flag. On an awkward spot, I think. It's a 30-minute race, so the start doesn't matter too much, but yeah, I think we're going to go green flag, like, through this. Actually, no, it's the old. I'm forgetting this is the historic variation, so there's no chicane. That's not so bad then. I'll probably be on the little straight before the final corner. Oh, this is early. When's later gonna go? Sorry. Why are we backing up? Oh, the leader got you napping. P3 was sleeping at the start. Look at the jump P1 got. Man, everyone was sleeping at the start there. P1 got us all. Looks like the Mercs are quick in the open setup, just slow in the fixed. Because it's Mercs at the front on open, whereas in fixed it was like Porsche domination. Oh, I put on race element for my fuel calc and forgot to turn it off. So I've got my ACC overlay on at the same time. Definitely losing time in the final two corners. Rest of the lap doesn't seem too bad, but those final two corners, they have much more confidence in the car than I do. It opened my desktop, it turned off iRacing there for a second. That was a bit terrifying right before the braking zone. At least got rid of the ACC overlay that I put on accidentally. P1 and P2 are just walking away right now. P3 seems to be feeling the pressure, he's making a lot of mistakes. The LMP leaders are already going through the final section right now, so they'll be lapping us quite quick. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, that was awful for the LMPs because they had so much more speed through all the corners that they were lapping you like 3 or 4 times in the race. They'd be like 1 second behind you going into the corner and like 2 seconds ahead by the end of it. It's insane. Did the little cheeky apex block there. The Porsches are just insane on the straight, so this will be difficult to defend into turn 1. No! Oh, I'm so glad he didn't hold his brakes. Thought he was going to hold the brakes and just stop on the exit there in front of me. I wonder if the LMPs only lap us once with it being a bigger track, or if they lap us the second time right before the end of the race. Porsche's going to be ahead of me before we get to the corner, I think. Right. Hopefully they battle a bit and allow me to pull away. And that's the LMPs just starting to lap the GT4s. The LMPs are quite spread out and there isn't that many of them. Usually there's a fairly even amount of LMPs to GT4s, but there's hardly any in this one. People are disconnecting, so I would assume that's GT4s or LMPs rage quitting. Looked in my mirrors a bit too much when that LMP was coming. Lost some time. Starting to lose a bit of rear grip, which is not ideal.